Halloween is an event where people dress up in costumes and outfits that they would not dream of wearing on a normal day. Many people wear costumes that are meant to be funny, but rather say something more than what the person intends them to say. Male costumes are usually masculine and powerful, whereas women's are objectifying and vulnerable. The following costumes show how this can apply.
Nice.
This costume shows a girl with huge fake breasts wearing a wet t-shirt. The fake breast reinforces the stereotype in society that to be attractive to men, women must have big boobs. These boobs aren't even realistic for someone with such a slender form. The fact that the t-shirt is see-through makes the girl wearing it even more vulnerable. This costume is an example of a man dressing up as a woman. This is not because he respects women or is doing it because he wishes he looked like this. Rather, the man dressing up in this costume is making fun of women and showing how it is gross for a woman to be hairy, whereas nobody really cares when a man is hairy. This is one of the few examples that we will show where a man is dressing up in a way to assert his masculinity through a funny costume wearing where it feels it necessary to show everyone that he has a penis. In this costume, the man is a firefighter, which is a powerful and dangerous job in society. This is the opposite of women who feel the need to dress up in costumes which is usually vulnerable, such as the wet t-shirt costume.
This is another costume that is meant to show the dominance of men over women. It is doing this by making the woman a socket, which is an object that the man who is dressed up as a plug will insert himself into. This is another costume that is meant to assert the man as powerful. The Gorilla in the Mist Halloween costume shows a girl being grabbed by a large gorilla hand. This costume is a reference to the movie King Kong. In this movie, the gorilla has complete control over the woman because of its immense size. Through this costume, it is reinforcing a patriarchal society where women are easy to take advantage of and where women are vulnerable. The fact that women wear costumes like this voluntarily shows a lack of understanding of what costumes such as this represent and emphasize. Hugh Hefner is an old man who is the owner of a house full of a bunch of young women. He is the founder of Playboy magazine. This costume is a man who is a player and is in control of many young women. You rarely see a woman dressing up as a player, but rather girls usually dress up as sluts such as Playboy bunnies who are under the control of men like Hugh Hefner.
The next two costumes are a man dressed up as a beer mug and a girl dressed up as a martini glass. In the beer mug costume, we see a costume that does not really depend on how fit or skinny the man who is wearing the costume must be. The beer mug is wide and goes straight down. The martini glass, on the other hand, looks as though it must be worn by a woman who is most likely in shape and who is not at all overweight. Not only does the girl have to be somewhat skinny, but also the white stripe down the black dress for the martini handle is supposed to make the woman look even skinnier than she already is. This shows the difference in societal pressures of men versus those of women. The dollbox costume objectifies women more so than any of the costumes we have talked about so far. This costume turns women into an object rather than a human being. Further, this costume goes to show women that they have to look like Barbie dolls to be pretty. In reality, it is almost impossible to have the hourglass figure and unachievable good looks that are seen in Barbie dolls. Not to mention how unhealthy such a form would be for women if they could achieve it.
Thank you so much for watching this segment of our Halloween costume special edition that was created by Devin, Jake, and Ryan Kim. We really appreciate it.
Yes, thank you very much.
Next time Halloween rolls around, think about what you're gonna wear and what messages it conveys.